I have another video to record of something really cool that I learned how to do. See, I was messing around with the cameras and stuff in Blender, and I was able to get some good views here. Let's see, here's an image that is a side view, and my computer's acting really slow. I don't know what's up. Okay, so there's the side view, there's the top view. See how that is? We've got the side view and the top view. Now I have the Blender files set up with the camera in the right spot for these two views. But the main thing is I'm hoping to show you how I actually did it, because it's actually a bit interesting, and I'm wanting to check on the properties of this file because I gave up on trying to get the extremely huge file dimensions. It ran for like half an hour, and it wasn't even the best image because I got a better image later. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to show you is, since I've already done stuff for my for my 6-color diagonal sphere, I'm going to do my 2-color sphere. So I'm going to open this file, and then I'm going to save it as a separate file in the rendering folder, so I don't screw up the original, because it's very easy to screw up the original if I don't make separate files. Plus, I have emailed myself backups and also stored some backups, I believe, on like OneDrive, Dropbox, and Google Drive. Oh wait, oh, this is the vertical one. I didn't mean to do the vertical one. Okay, I meant to do the diagonal one. Okay, so here's the 2-color diagonal one, and this is probably my favorite. I mean, most people like the 6-color one, but this one is awesome. See how that is? That is the 2-color one. It's nothing more than a recoloring of the original 6-color one, where I only used 2 colors. So I'm going to save this as the rendering one here. Okay, so now, like the other one was, this one, when I render an image, it looks kind of like that. Okay, so that's just kind of how it looks. And I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not very big, and when you zoom in, it looks blurry. And okay, I am recording. I wanted to make sure this is recording. I'm always paranoid about that. So here's the thing. Now, the camera is there, you see. And moving the camera can be done. I mean, it's possible to select the camera. It's possible to like move it a little bit closer, and then you get like a view kind of like that. Oh, cool. Yeah, you can kind of do that, and I mean, it works. You can kind of move the camera around a little bit. But here's what I really want to do. Now, now there's kind of the top view. Let's see, there's the top view, but let's say that you want like a view of the side here. So let's say that you want, okay, now let's see, which is this? Okay, numpad 1 is the front view. Control plus 1 is like that. Okay, so let's say that I want it to look like this. See, I can view it from this perspective myself, so just by selecting the object, pressing the period, and then the 1 key. Whereas if I do 7, it's top view. But this here is the front view. So here's the trick of how it's going to work. Because when I try to render, it only displays the sphere from where the camera is. So here's where it's going to get interesting, people. I'm going to delete the camera. Haha. Okay, no camera found in scene. So see, it doesn't let me render. I'm going to save things because I don't need to save that camera. Because at any time you can create a new camera. So first thing I need to do is I'm going to set the cursor to the very center. Remember, the cursor determines where a new object is going to be created. That's something that I discovered by trial and error. I'm going to make a new camera, and now let's see what we have here. Now when I render with this camera, it looks weird. See, it looks cool and all, but it looks really weird. So here's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to change the rotation. Let's see here. Let's see. I need to change the location. Let's see here. Right, I'm trying to get a front view. Okay, so that's not the right direction. I need to remember the X, Y, and Z. I'm trying so hard to get this straight. Okay, now, oh, that makes it go up there. But no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, it's probably the Y coordinate. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I mean, that would work too, but I'm trying to get the camera to be right here, facing this direction. So I need to do negative coordinates. Time to do -5. Okay, now we got the camera in the right direction here. I better save this file in case I need to revert it because I make any mistakes. Now you'll see when I try to render, nothing shows up. That's because I have to get the camera rotated in such a way that it will be exactly facing the object. Now that points it straight down. So that's a little bit odd. So let's see now. Let's try 90. Yes, 90 degrees on the X rotation there. Let's see what it does. Oh, it works. Yes, this is working, people. This is exactly like how I want it to be looking. Oh, and interesting, it has a render preset like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just for right now, that kind of render preset is totally fine. Because this is just for purposes of a video. Well, actually, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 100%, and I'm going to do 720 by 720, which is my usual dimensions that I render things in Inkscape. So see how this is? It's nice, but we're still not very close to the sphere. So here's what we're going to do now. There's a little nice snapping to grid feature. I'm going to turn on the magnet, and I'm going to snap to increments of the grid. Now watch this. Aha! See? It snaps to the grid. Okay, so let's see. When I make it go super close like that, it's so close that you can't see the whole thing. So it's time to move it back one step like that. Render it again. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let me see. Does it? Because I'm just wondering what's the best view I can get on it. Yeah, see, that's a little bit too close, and this view here. Let's see. Okay, so because I can change manually the distance. Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna move it 0.5. Move it just a little bit closer to the sphere, but not all quite the way to 1. Huh, that doesn't look bad at all. You know what though? I'll just keep it simple. I'm going to just let's just set this back to 1. We'll just set it right there, so that is right on the grid. Oh, okay, yeah, I made it too close. Oh well. I'm still this is still a work in progress, people. Okay. So anyway, there we have an image of our black and white checkered sphere. So now that it has rendered that, I'm going to save this image here. Okay. And what we're going to do is, this is a side view, or yes, I could call it the front view, I could call it the side view, because it's going to look the same no matter which of the side you view it from. So 2 color sphere side view. Alright, that's really nice. So there is our image. So let me X out of this. Oh, I haven't saved some changes. Okay, I will save my changes in Blender so I can get back to that view if I need to for some reason. 2-color sphere, side view. Oh, it's not transparent. But wait a minute, it doesn't need to be transparent. No, it doesn't need to be transparent necessarily, because if it's transparent, it'll just look weird. This nice grayish thing looks good, but notice how shiny it is. See how it's shiny there? I think that's because of the light source that shines on it, which is great if you're trying to make realistic looking objects, but I'm not. Okay, it's time for me to go back to my thing here, my 2-color diagonal file here. What I should do, and I'm just going to open up this Blender file, and I'm going to delete this light source, and then I'm going to render the image again, and it doesn't look shiny in this, so that may have fixed my problem, because I don't want that extra light source shining on it from that one direction, because that just makes it look unbalanced. So let's see now if the image looks right. It looks perfect. Okay, it looks great. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to look. I have succeeded in positioning a camera by creating a new camera and snapping it to the right place I want. So I'm going to end this video, and I hope that you learned something about using Blender. And in either case, enjoy the picture of that sphere. I'm going to upload that to Facebook.